All right. Coming up on today's edition of the Art Business Mornings, we're talking about getting your work to market, okay? Getting your new ideas to market, and this concept that only the market can tell you. Yep, it's percolating. So, okay, welcome to another edition of Art Business Mornings, the show that will put you on the path to a six-figure-a-year plus art business. Happy to have you on this Tuesday morning. Hopefully you have your favorite caffeinated beverage in your hand, or you're already caffeinated. But today's one, bit of a rant, right? Another great example, okay? And I suppose I can turn this off now. Another great example, actually I need it. Another great example of, episodes that are utterly, totally, and completely driven based on the Zoom sessions, okay? The ones both with the customers twice weekly, okay? And then the non-customers. And, we've been shifting in and out who's manning which workshops between Nick and I, where we used to do all of them together. And I've been doing all of them for the last 2 weeks for various reasons. And this just keeps coming up again and again and again and again and again. I can't take it anymore. I need to deal with it, right? And I need to put it to bed. First and foremost, if you're watching this for the first time, quick shout out to the Art Business Workshops, thrice weekly, free consulting with either myself or Nick or both of us or some other polished members of the Art Storefronts team. And really been getting into just some interesting discussions lately, like some amazing.
If you haven't gone, guys, you got to go. If you haven't gone, you got to go. Get help for your art business. Take your number one problem and bring it to the Art Business Workshop.
For sure. Link in the bio, link in the description, link anywhere where you find links. Okay. So
yeah,
I want to squash this thing. I need to squash this thing. It's not going to happen in one episode. Okay. It's going to take us time again to get there. But you get there, you start making some forward progress every day. Okay. So if you watch the intro to this show, and it's okay if you didn't, I'm going to tell you, I'd like for you to watch the intro, but it's either here or there. We covered that underpinning this concept, this path of a six-figure-a-year art business, okay, is the 5 pillars, right? And the first pillar, okay, is unclog the drain, okay? This concept that there's just no way you're going to be successful till you get the crap that is stuck in your drain out of there. Then things will start flowing. And Nick, my God, is this, I shouldn't say my God. My goodness, this is an apt analogy, okay? I'm speaking to artists and photographers who for years have made zero forward progress, okay, in terms of sales anyway in their business, solely, Nick, because of the crap that is stuck in their drain. And to be honest with you, I don't care if you guys ever do business with us, period. It breaks my heart. It literally breaks my heart because it's nonsense. It is absolutely nonsense. And number one, it's starting to infuriate me. Number two, I desperately want to stop and help these folks. Number three, I'm acutely aware that some clogs are a little bit tougher than others, right? Like sometimes as a plumber, you got to get the gloves on, the boots on, get the bigger snake out of the back of the truck and really hammer that thing, try to get it through. And then also, I am finding, and I'm depressed to say this, certain drains just have no intention of ever cooperating, right? They're filled with concrete. So let me define it, and then we can start ranting about the individual bullet points. And I got some notes, and then you can just chime in on them.
Okay.
Only the market can tell you, okay, what does that mean? Formally defined, if you have a product you want to sell, the only way you will ever know if it's going to sell is if you go and try and sell it, okay? To people not named mom, dad, best friends, or family. That's this concept of taking it to market, getting the validation, right? None of your friends can tell you. You can't compare yourself to others. Only the market can tell you, okay? The mechanism of capitalism in which money changes hands. Without that transaction, that celebrated transaction, okay, that's as old as time, you are never going to know if your product will ever sell. It's that simple. It's utterly truthful. There's no emotion to it. It's just the market, right? It's just truth. Now, question for you, Nick. You want to hear about one of the most arrogant people I have ever met in my entire life?
Who?
It's a good question, right? It's arrogance to the point of folly, okay? It's that guy or that gal. You might actually know him. You might actually know him. You might actually know him a bit more intimately than you would even like. Personally, I certainly do. It's been me multiple times in my life. The arrogance comes succinctly from thinking you somehow have been bestowed upon this earth with the godlike power that is the market, right? Patrick speaks on high from the Almighty, and dollars jump out of the wallets and command, and he profit, right? It's just so terribly arrogant, even if it's naively arrogant, stated another way, it's not premeditated. It's not like you realize what you're doing when you do this, but nobody knows. Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. Only the market can tell you. And I got a great game cooked up. Okay. Sadly, the sound effect is only going to work. And I can't remember how I'm doing this. I think you're the host, actually. We're going to play Family Feud. Okay. The sound effects only are going to work on Facebook. It's not going to work on Instagram. But we're going to play Family Feud. Okay, you're the host. You're the host, or I'll be the host. Name for me, Nick, buttons on the ATM machine. Name me a button.
You're asking me to play.
Yeah.
Oh, numbers.
Yeah, well, numbers. You're supposed to fit right in and understand.
You want me to, likes. Yeah. Likes. Page likes.
Do likes show up on the ATM machine? You can't hear it. Did you hear it? If you have the volume on, I've got the prices right X on this code. It's hilarious. People tell me my work is amazing. Is that one? I can hear the button going. No. Shoot. My work has won multiple awards. Right? Like, I boosted a post on Facebook and I get all these amazing comments, likes, and shares. And I just keep pressing the button. I hope that worked out on Facebook. My other favorite one that I just heard.
Oh, it did. It worked on YouTube too.
People tell me I have a great photographic eye. It looks like we're out of the game, right? None of those work. Okay. None of those are going to support you. Okay. Only the market can tell you. None of those things can tell you. I don't care about those things. Nick doesn't care about those things. You can't care about those things. They are vanity metrics. And I see so many people out there that are coming on these calls and they're giving us these lines, right? People tell me my work is great. People tell me that I have a wonderful photographic eye. I'm getting so many likes and comments and shares. I've won so many awards, but there's no sales. Why? They've never tried. What are you doing? What are you doing?
You know what I'll tell you? You know what I'll tell you is this. After so many years of, I know you're going to agree with this, right? So many years of being an entrepreneur and being in business, and then doing the consulting, the art business consulting that we've done for like 4,000 members, anytime, and I hope you guys are listening to this, anytime somebody comes to me or comes to us and starts rattling credentials, I'm immediately like, we got problems here. Immediately. As soon as you feel the need to tell me your credentials, right? I'm a mid-career artist. I've been doing this for 15 years. I've been doing this offline in galleries and da-da-da-da-da. I've won awards. I've been juried, like at a juried show, all this different stuff. You know what immediately pops into my head? You are likely going to be the least successful. Instantly. That is my first thought. Instantly. Why? Why would I say that? But why would I say that? Instantly, I know it's going to be harder for you than every single other person I know. I know that there's going to be new people, newbies, who just started their business, their art business 6 months ago, who are going to do better than you, right? I know that. Why? Why do I know that? Here's why. Because as soon as you're telling me, you are exposing what is in your mindset, what's in your psychology when you start talking that way, okay? And it tells me that you believe it's going to be easier for you, or it should be, or you're better than other people, or you know more, your experience, you've been a marketer before, you this or that and the other. And what I will tell you is I've got the data on it. I mean, we have the data on it at Art Storefronts. I can look at all the people who told us that, and I can tell you they're in the bottom 5 percentile of sales. And every time you talk to them, first thing out of their mouth, I've been marketing for years. I worked at a marketing company. I was a marketer, or I've been selling for 15 years. I don't need to listen to this or like do that. Okay, says the people who sell the least. And you look them up. You look them up at what they're doing, and they're selling the least. They are legitimately selling the least because it becomes another clog in their drain. It becomes another clog in their drain. And it's oftentimes this is where it falls into those people where you're like, I don't know if I could ever fix this. I don't know, because all I can do is try to pop that bubble and get them to realize that they're completely wrong in the way that they're thinking and correct their mindset and be more humble and have a beginner's mindset and take it that way. Otherwise, they're in deep trouble.
Yeah, you either go through your life and you learn this the hard way, or someone really teaches you and you get it. But like going back to the analogy, I say certain drains just won't cooperate. Okay, stated another way, your cup is already full. Stated yet another way, you're not willing to listen to differing opinions. You are a know-it-all. Stated yet another way, you have hardened concrete in your drain, right? And variations of this abound. There's the I know what I'm talking about. I've been at this a long time. I'm not willing to listen to anyone else. And then the other version of it, and by the way, I've been both of these in my own life multiple times. So I'm not calling the kettle black here. I'm the blackest kettle around. Okay. There's number one, I know it all. I'm not willing to change. And then number two, there's, yeah, I know. That's right. It's like, yes, I know that this alcohol is destroying my family life. And yes, I know this while I'm having 12 beers a day. Right. Like, but you're just not willing to fix it. Right. And I think, this keeps happening again and again and again. It happened yesterday with a person that will remain nameless, and I'm dispensing with the advice, and I'm just getting this insane resistance, right? I'm getting this insane resistance because this person knew dead to rights. And it's like, I'm not some oracle or swami that knows every damn thing, right? I've been doing business for a long time, but I knew in this case enough to be able to pin this person down. And it's like, here's the deal. Ask yourself over the last couple of years, has your business, your art or photography business, gone to the level that you dreamed of, that you hoped of, that you desired? If the answer to that question is no, maybe you don't know every damn thing. Maybe it might be time to try something new, to try and get out of your comfort zone and actually take the thing to market, right? Like, the good news here is what we're talking about, letting the market decide. And we'll have to get into succinct examples because I want to give it some teeth. But it is, once you realize, it is the most freeing, it's liberating. Okay. It completely takes the emotion out of things. Like Nick tells me, okay, he's been an artist for a long time. How much has he sold? He hasn't sold a lot because he's just getting started, but he's been an artist for a long time and he knows. And do you know what he knows? If he can't get the color of the prints that he's putting out absolutely perfect, if it's not perfect, exactly metallic the way that he wants with permanence, his stuff will never sell and it's not going to work. He's got an eye. He knows. I tell him he's out to lunch. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You don't know what you're talking about, Nick. Okay. You got to figure it out. But you know what? It's not about me. It's not about you. There's only one person that can tell us. It's not a person, it's an entity, it's the market. Instead of arguing about it, instead of spending hours and weeks and months trying to get the print color all correct in the correct medium, we go down, get a booth at the farmer's market. We hit the thing on the Facebook Live. We turn it on. We try to sell this work and neither sells or it doesn't. If it does sell and no one mentions anything about the print permanence of the color, well, guess what? I won and Nick's wrong. But guess what? I might lose too. You don't know. You don't know until you know, right? Like no one might buy anything. And then I might say, you know what, Nick, you were right. But at least now we know, okay? And we're not working on nonsense and not going to market. And the days are not, or the hours are not becoming days, are not becoming months, and not becoming years, and there's no forward progress. You have to take your work down to the market and attempt to validate whether or not it's going to sell. And by the way, it's got nothing to do whether it's your first time or if it's your brand new idea for your brand new style. We still have to validate. We still have to take it to the market.
Yeah, exactly. And this applies like to many, many different facets, right? It applies not just like whether it's prints, right? It's like whether my work will sell on metal or not, right? Like, well, I don't think it looks good on metal, right? Like, how many times have we heard that? I don't know. I don't like the way it works. And then we convince these people to offer metal. Like, just toggle on that media type and see what happens. And then what happens? Like 3 out of their next 3 sales are metal at twice the average order value. And they're like, I guess I really didn't understand the market. It's like, exactly. You don't understand the market. You don't understand it.
That's the area.
That's exactly. You literally are clueless about it. And you're refusing advice from people who have the information, who might be able to help you, right? But it goes across the whole thing, right? So it could be a new niche, like you just mentioned, right? You got a new image, hey, and trying to ask someone like, hey, well, do you think this will sell? Just go to market, right? Or like, there's so many aspects to it. You just got to go to the market. That's all you got to do. You got to get to market. Stop procrastinating. Stop BSing. And let the market tell you. Otherwise, all you're doing is clogging your own drain, And like, one of the things that's like really interesting about the drain clogging and the procrastinating and the BSing, Pat, like that's in the way, right? The most interesting part about it is this, the problem that you think you have is actually not the problem that you have, and you just don't realize it. No. That's exactly what we realize.
No one can tell you that either.
Yeah, no. Yeah, and the problem, like the real problem, like that all of you have, that everybody has, individually, everybody's problems are different, right? But I will tell you this, your number one problem right now has nothing to do with a marketing tactic. Nothing. Zero. It has nothing to do with whether you executed your last email the right way, or your last sale, or your last this, or whether your website is set up perfectly or not. Right? That's not your problem. Your problem is above that. It's higher level. It has to do with psychology. It always does. It's a way that you're viewing the way to run your business or solve your problem, or what you believe your next steps are and why you think that. And if you can get to that, that's the baseline reality of you and your future. And we're trying to access baseline reality. It's very hard, but you know what I mean? When we come to the workshops, when we're working with even our own customers in our private member workshops, I hear a question, but I'm trying to get to baseline reality. Like, for example, when I hear a question like, I don't want a discount, like, what do I do? It's like, this isn't about like giving a solution for the non-discount, right? It's about peeling the layer back and understanding why this person believes that they shouldn't be offering a strategic incentive, whether it's an actual discount or an extra little throw in, right? Like, there's bigger problems there, because it's like, do you realize that literally 100% of the people that I know that sell 50,000 or 100,000 a year plus, every single one of them offers strategic incentives and discounts? Okay, like, did you know that? I just want to let's just set the foundation first, right?
You named for me another company aside
another artist,
from one Lois Vuitton, okay, from one LV, from one Louis Vuitton, that doesn't discount.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wait.
No,
oh, wait.
you can't.
Oh, wait.
You can't.
No.
You can't.
No.
And like, so it's always it's like, the problem you think you have is never your real problem. It's something else. And if you can tap into that, you guys, you're going to be in a way, way better spot, because that's essentially what we're talking about here, right? Your problem is not the thing that's in your drain, right? It's actually your mindset that is causing you to procrastinate and BS yourself, and all of this different stuff, right? Like for example, if you think that you're wondering, like, the reason you're not starting is because you got 3 different niches and you're not sure what to do with it, or you're not positive how to price your artwork. Your problem is that you think you need to solve that problem perfectly and find the person who's going to tell you before you go to market. And that's the problem. That is your problem. You need to reverse that completely and understand that you need to get to market and try things, right? Try different pricing, test it, take the best advice that you can and launch.
It's that simple. It's that simple. And
that's simple.
It is so utterly, totally, and completely freeing. And if I would have had more time, I could have given probably like 25 more examples, and maybe I'll continue to harp on it in the future. But it's one of the primary things that people never realize the success that they have ambition towards. And a perfect example, another sort of abstraction of this just keeps coming up and coming up and coming up. Question for you, Nick. If your job, if I said, I need you to start selling knives door to door for me, okay, and we need to make a bunch of money on these knives, what would you take with you to each house?
Every single knife.
Every single solitary knife. Now do it for me this way. Show me photographers that have their work printed on every different media type, or show me artists that are selling something other than originals that have their work printed on every single solitary different media type. I'll wait. Just show me some.
Exactly.
None of them.
None.
None of them. None of them.
Except the very few that we've advised.
Even then, you are selling like, so
you're selling a product and you don't even show your product. You don't even know what your product is. You're not even showing your customers what your product is.
An image. I'm not buying an image. Okay.
No.
Buying an image and it was going to live on my computer as a screensaver, then you could show me a digital image. Otherwise, if it's going to hang on my wall, you better show me what the final product is, what the finished product is.
And by the way,
doing that, you're not serious. You're not taking your seriously.
Exactly. And the same thing goes for originals. The same thing goes for originals. I have 4 originals, literally 1, 2, 3, 4 right in front of me right now. Okay. Waiting to get hung up. 4. And I will tell you that when you actually see these things and you see the paper, these are all watercolors. When you see the paper that they're printed on, or I'm sorry, that they were painted on, and the deckled edges on it, and the signature is in a gold pen, I have never seen this particular artist actually merchandise that. I was blown away when I actually got these in person. Most people don't even do it. They don't even properly show and merchandise their originals on their own website. What do, Pat? They throw one image up. Here's my original with just a flat image, not showing. That's not the product. The final product is the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Like including the experience. I always say like your product is the finished good plus the experience. But the finished good, you have to at least show your customer the finished good. You know what I mean? And explain it in every way, right? Front, back, sides, close-ups, thickness of the paint, like anything that makes that thing, like, you need to show it as if they were in person. And how many people are doing that? It's like you got a force feed. Like literally, we're like, it's common sense stuff. Show your product. You want to sell the product? Show your product. No, I'm going to hide it from you. Pat, I've got these amazing coffee mugs. You're not even going to believe it. Okay. But I got to take a sip from it real quick. It's going to have to be off camera. That's it. That's the product. Sorry. Do you want to buy it? Like, just think about it. You're never going to sell the product. It's like, you got to show it. You got to show the close-up, the sides, the back, the bottom, how it works. It's just, it's amazing.
This is a perfect example of the what do they say about assumptions, that they make something out of you and me, right? Like it goes two ways. We can't assume that most photographers and artists know this. They keep coming on the calls and they keep saying, how can I get started? I'm just getting started, or I'm finally ready to take this next step. I can't assume they realize you need to have the final product that you're ready to sell, and you need to take it to market and go try and sell it. Only the market can tell you. I don't care about the likes, the comments, the shares, the awards, people telling you you're awesome. The whole point of this show is to put you on the path to a 100K plus a year business. Okay. I can't do that if you don't understand the basic fundamentals of taking a product to market and getting that validation. That's number one. But the number two, okay, assumption. What does it do? It makes an ass out of you and me. Don't assume your damn buyer knows anything about anything. That's arrogance too. They don't know what paper prints are. They don't know that paper prints need to be framed. They don't know that you sell them framed. They don't know what gallery wraps look like. They don't know that they're ready to hang. Do they need a frame or do they not need a frame? What does acrylic look like? What does metal look like? What are the various different hanging options? Do you get this framed? How long do they last? Nobody knows any of that. Assuming that your customer knows that is also a level of arrogance, right? Like we got to just get that out of the way. You need to have samples of all your work printed out. If you've never sold any before, you need to go and try and sell it. You will get the answer about whether or not you have a product the market wants. That's a huge, huge learning. If you do that, and hold on, because I didn't finish my rant.
I'm jumping out of my shoes. No, just go ahead.
Yeah. Another perfect example is, and this comes up so much. I'm not picking on anyone again. I've done this in my own life. I've worked years on a product before I knew whether or not anyone wanted it, and I launched with it, and it was crickets. Crickets. Do you know how much time and energy and effort I wasted doing this? Okay. Building the website. Okay. Signing up the email domains, getting all the social sites started, putting in an autoresponder, working on the design, the branding, registering everything. Never tried to sell it. Launched. Crickets. Nothing. You know how much time I wasted? A gal gets on the other day and she's asking me about masks. And she said, well, do you guys integrate with anyone that sells masks? I said, no, we don't. No, we don't. Maybe we will in the future, but no, we don't. I said, but let me ask you something.
What a distraction.
How many masks have you sold? She goes, well, none. And I go, what do you mean, well, none? She goes, well, I got to find the suppliers. And I was like, okay, well, how many hours have you spent attempting to find the suppliers? She's like, probably 20, a bunch of phone calls. All of that time. And she has no idea if she'll ever even sell a mask.
Dear.
All you need to do, my son says that all the time. Oh, dear. All you need to do is put the mask on your website and get an order. And then call that person up and say, there's a slight delay in the mask manufacturing. If you're upset about it, I'll refund your money. Otherwise, you get up, you hang on the phone, then you go and you find the supplier, right? Like you don't learn that lesson, okay, until you've been through the whole thing. Stated another way, and then this will tee you up. It allows you to flip the script on everything that you're doing in your career as an artist or photographer trying to get better and make more sales. Will whatever you're working on help you get to market and find the validation that you need? If you can't answer that yes, you are working on the wrong thing, okay? You are working on something that is going to, again, take the minutes and the hours and into days and into months and into years. You look back, no forward progress. You're over there working on starting the bank account, okay? And learning the tax laws for your state and figuring out what the legal documents are when you haven't sold a single solitary thing. Will this that I'm working on get me to market immediately? If you can't answer yes, you're working on the wrong thing. Hard thing to do. Not easy for most people.
It's not, because you like, look, I mean, we both had to been burned by that ourselves to be able to speak about this topic with authority to help everyone, right? Like, exactly. Like we've all done that, right? Like, I mean, I have wasted unbelievable amounts of time, you know, in various different ways, not just launching products that weren't validated. Think like, also like, what about like website redesigns that you were just so sure the website was so much better? I mean, I think you were involved in one of these. I think you were involved in one of these, like probably 12 or 15 years ago. Redid it, did like a back at Breathing Color, did like a website redesign. Yeah. It was way more beautiful, you know, and all that stuff. And we launched it and the conversion rates dropped by 50%. The sales went down by 50% within minutes, right? And we were just like, no way, there's no way. You get sold emotionally on this beautiful website. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful, it's so beautiful. Like we went through the design phase, we approved, we moved things around, you know what I mean? We had, oh, it was so aesthetically great. And then from a usability standpoint or whatever, it just didn't work. And what did we do? Literally like 7 days later, we finally like had to like pull our skin off. It hurt so bad and just say, should we go back? Should we just literally revert back to the other site? And we did. And we did. And guess what happened? The sales went right back up within like minutes, And we were just like, oh my goodness. And I sat there and I went, what did I just spend like $50,000 on this redesign that we're just going to throw away? And right there that day, I said, yes, I am. Yes, I did. And yes, I am. Goodbye. No, we're not. And my team was asking me, like, oh, hey, like maybe we should like iterate on that design. Like it's probably this or that or whatever. I said, nope, it's done. Throw it away. Nobody here knows what they're doing, right? Yep. Nobody here knows what they're doing. And we're not going to iterate our way because we're emotionally attached to this new design. Like we already have a design that works. Nobody's complaining about it except all of us internally, right? Nobody. And it's getting great results. And we're taking it, we're putting it back to market, and we're going to go focus on a bigger problem, on a real problem, right? So, you know, and here's the other thing, going back to like the merchandising thing, like, could you imagine walking into a retail store? Can you imagine? And then you walk in and you're like, they've got like a list of products there. And you're like, oh, hey, can I see this? They're like, oh no, I don't have it here. And you're like, wait, what? You don't have it there? Like, you don't even have the product? It's like, that's what you guys are doing when you don't have these products. And then the bigger takeaway from this, right, is where I say the problem behind the problem is that somebody comes to us in our workshops, or maybe it's a customer or whatever, right? And they say, I can't figure out why people aren't opening my emails. Like my email open rates on my last email dropped. And you sit there and you go, it's like, you think that's your problem. You think that's your problem. You're not even showing your product to people, to human beings. Like, you're literally operating an empty retail store. Think about this, you guys. Imagine walking into that retail store that I just described, that has none of the products there. And you walk in, they're like, and you're a consultant, a business consultant. And they're like, I can't figure out why enough people aren't opening my emails. And it's like, well, show me some of your products. They're like, oh, we don't have them here. I can't even show them to you. But why aren't people opening my emails? The problem is never what you think it is. There's always a problem behind the problem. And it always comes down to your psychology, your mindset, and how you are thinking about your decision-making, how you're thinking about your business, where you're getting your information from to make these decisions. Audit that first, right? Audit that first.
There's so many layers to it. It's crazy. Like we'll never stop talking about it. And guess what? Like, it applies to us. You always are trying to look for in your business one of these questions that can instantaneously tell you whether or not you're working on the right thing. Whether or not you're working on the right thing. We are having these discussions ourselves weekly because you got to.
Oh, dude, every day.
You have to audit yourself.
Every day.
Right?
You and I, every day. I'm going to say, I think you and I, because we talk every day, one-on-one, I think every day we are constantly challenging each other on what is the number one thing to prioritize that's actually worth working on, right? And like, you'll challenge me or I'll challenge you on it. And it really helps. It's extremely productive.
Yeah. So if you're out there and you're like, what can I do? What are the next steps? I want to get my business off the ground. I want to get going. Almost to a person, it is fundamentally, are you taking that product to market? Do you have the ability to actually show what that product looks like? Are you getting the feedback that's necessary that you need to validate whether or not you're on the right track? Whether it's you've never sold anything before, whether you're on a new direction, a new marketing technique, a new tactic, whatever you're doing, like, we constantly need the feedback that only the market can give us, right? We want to put you on the path, okay? This is the path. It's the path for every business out there. Like, you need to constantly be going to the market and figuring it out. He or she who's closest to their potential customer wins. There's no closer way to get than the biblical way of the transaction, right? Like, finding out that they bought this, that this is something you want.
So where all the answers are. You want the answers? Your customers have the answers. You know, the market has the answers. Just go and just get your stuff to market. Stop procrastinating. Stop procrastinating. If you're looking to get your business off the ground, or you haven't sold online before, you just got to go. You just got to go. If you know you're going to do it, if you know you're going to do it, if you have that bug and you know you're going to do it, you just have to do it. So
we'll talk about starting in our career and a photography career, and the talks go on for years. Nick, I'm launching mine right now. I went to Positano last summer. I thought I got a really good photo. Turns out everyone in the entire world is taking this damn photo. But I've got this amazing photo. It's on metal, which I think is one of the most incredible mediums ever. It's ready to hang. I made 20 of these as an initial run. If you're interested, the colors are amazing. You can see the church there. It's beautiful, the hillside. By the way, fun fact, Nick, do you know that the individual town council here in Positano controls what every single solitary house's color looks like? They are in no way ever going to allow the charming nature of this hillside in Italy with the incredible limoncello to ever go away. So I've got 20 of these, you guys, and they would normally sell in a store for $1,000 a piece. What I'm going to do is go ahead and let them go right now for $250 each. There's a kicker, though. The deal's only good until this live broadcast ends.
Ooh.
I just launched my art career, Nick. And you know what?
There you go.
I'm hopefully going to get some validation. So
and you got product in hands.
In this utter, total, and complete pedestrian tourist taken image of Positano, come see me. It's actually right above a really nice hotel called Lucerne News, because I've been there and I could see it pretty close to there. Anyway, It's that simple. I took it to market.
Yep.
Okay. I potentially got in a place where I can get some feedback. I'm not talking about it. It's not academic. Okay. I'm not scratching my head trying to figure out whether or not I can make it. I'm giving it a shot. So give it a shot.
What you just did is what millions of people have not done.
Have not done. Have not done.
They're talking about it. They're asking questions and all sorts of stuff, but they just haven't done that, right? Here's my product. Here's what it's about. Here's what it looks like. Man, that looks amazing. I just got to tell you, it's like you pull that metal print up and like you show it and you showcase it close up and you move it around. You show the back. Like, I mean, it's amazing. You could see why somebody would want to buy one on the spot. That's it.
Not only that, I got 15 different niches. Oh, do you? Do you? Well, I wonder which one will sell. Turns out I can't tell you. Nick can't tell you. Only the market can. So do what I just did 15 days in a row and see which one gets the most action.
Exactly. There you go. Done. Problem solved.
And don't get wrapped up in the technology piece of it. Yeah. Okay. We're doing it live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and everything else because that's what we're doing. All you need is the piece and another human being you could show it off to. I don't care how you do it, right? Like I keep driving down to my like local coffee shop and this artist just has his garage open every day. And you know, his talent, his benefit is that he's got a house on a major thoroughfare in my town. And I love that word thoroughfare, by the way. I stole it. You know where they say it all the time, isn't that deadwood? I love that deadwood. Anyway, Nick just takes his easels out onto the driveway. He's got a flat driveway, and it looks like his garage just belched art everywhere. It's like easel, you know, inside and the back like that. And he's just opening the door every day. You know what he's got figured out? Better get that to market, baby. Better get to market and find out, right? He's finding out every day. So the technology is irrelevant.
Love that.
To sell it, the attempting to sell it is the thing. And I want to solve this so bad for everybody. I mean, years of people's lives.
I know.
Going by without doing what I just did right there. Years. You don't need to wait.
Yep.
You don't even need to wait a day. You could get these prints made. What is our print website? Because people have been ordering on it and actually telling us. You can go today.
ASFprints.com. ASF, artstorefrontsprints.com.
So letter A, letter S, letter F. Okay. Prints.com. You can go there right now, upload whatever your art is, get some small metal pieces, acrylic, canvas, whatever it is. I don't even care if you just order 2 of them. Try to sell them. That's it. Right? That's it. It's that simple. Like, you know, give it a shot. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it. Stop filling your hard drive with 1,000 more photos. Go sell some. You know, unless you're working on it, in which case I get that. You have announcements?
Yeah, well, I was going to say too, if you think you've got, first of all, this should have helped most of you to stop procrastinating and just get going, get to market, right?
Yep.
If you have, you know, if your drain is still clogged and you know, take some time to think about it. But if it's still clogged, you can come tomorrow. We will have a non-customer workshop for free to get free art business consulting. It's called the Art Business Workshops. That's what we're doing. Art Business Mornings. You come to the Art Business Workshop, and it'll be tomorrow, Wednesday at what is the time again? It's 11 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Central, 2 Eastern, right?
Correct.
That's the time. Yeah. So come to that.
Workshops thrice weekly.
Yep. Don't wait any longer. Get your problem solved. That's what those are for. Art Business Workshops, right? So tell a friend, come to that thing. We will help you get your drain unclogged. All right. Secondly, we have a Q4, the 4th quarter early bird sale that's actually ending at the end of August, which is only what, 5-6 days away, right? We've got limited spots left. You can join Art Storefronts and get a big discount to do that before the Q4 happens, the Q4 rush. What is the Q4 rush? Q4 is the 4th quarter of the year, October, November, and December. It is the biggest art selling time of the year, biggest by far. It also happens to be the biggest time that artists and photographers are rushing to get their websites live and get started and get their marketing going at Art Storefronts. It's like literally like 2 times the number of people are trying to do that in October and November. So we're trying to incentivize people to do it now and get in earlier. And we're also trying to tell everybody you're way better off. Like literally, you're like 20 times better off the sooner you get started, because the marketing begins for the 4th quarter in 35 days. at the beginning of October. Beginning of October. And so if you want to have a good Q4 at the biggest art selling time of the year, you got to get your website live, and you got to start on your marketing right away. You know, it's not a light switch that you just flick on. So there's never been a better time. The time and the clock's running on this sale. So get your demo request in. If you're interested in joining Art Storefronts, or if you're just at the point where you want to learn more, get more details about what we do, see a demo of our product, the consulting, how we're going to get you more traffic, more eyeballs on your art, all those types of things. See all the features on the website to help you sell more art. You'll want to request a demo. That's your next step. To request a demo, there's a link in the post, link in our bio on Instagram if you're on Instagram right now. It's everywhere. Yeah, it's everywhere. You can always go to the website. You'll always see a big button in the upper right-hand corner that says request a demo. Do that, and one of our team members will reach out to you, take a look at your art, talk to you about your goals, see if you're a good fit, and then they'll run through everything, show you all the pricing, the details, so that you can figure out if it's a good fit for you to take your business to the next level.
So on that note, I can't tell you, Nick can't tell you, your friends can't tell you, the likes can't tell you, only the market can tell you. Figure out what it is you want to sell, get that thing to market. That's it.
And quite frankly, I've got a few things that need to get to market today, and I know that you do too. So we got to go. Let's get those things to the market. Let's get them in the water, as we say. Get it in the water.
Yeah. You guys, thanks for listening to another edition of Art Business Mornings, the show that puts you on the path to 100K a year plus art business. Yes, the goal is aspirational, but what do we aim for, Nick?
We aim for the stars.
And where do we land?
In the clouds.
In the clouds. Got to ask for that 10X to get the 1X, right?
That's right. Exactly.
Thanks everybody for listening.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Bye. Oh yeah, I got to turn off this one.